Hello students, welcome to 7th Maths class. In our last session we have seen inverse proportion and direct proportion. Today we will continue with the same by seeing some extra examples. Before that we will just revise or just take a look over how we have to identify direct proportion and inverse proportion. In inverse proportion, if one quantity increases, second decreases, or vice versa. Also, in inverse proportion, the product or the multiplication of two quantities remains same. By that also, we can guess that the given proportion is inverse proportion. While in direct proportion, if one quantity increases, second also increases, and vice versa. And also, the ratio of two quantities remains same in direct proportion. So whenever we are going to solve problems based on direct or inverse proportion, first thing is that you have to identify which type of proportion it is. Then decide, depending on that proportion, either we have to take ratio constant or product constant. So lastly, unknown value will be known to you. For example, consider question is 10 men take 4 days to complete the task of tarring a road. How many days would 8 men take? So first step is to identify proportion I told. So here write whatever is given. 10 men takes 4 days to complete the task. So for 8 men, how many days will require? Take it as x. Now here previously men's were 10, now they are 8. So number of men's is decreased. Obviously, if number of persons who are working is decreased, number of days will be more. That's why this thing will increase. So as first is decreasing and second will increase, this is inverse proportion. So in inverse proportion, product of two quantities remains same. That's why 10 into 4 is equal to 8 into x. Now this x we will find by keeping this 8 this side or moving this 8 this side. So it will go in division. 8 into 4 divided by 8. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10. So x is equal to 5. Therefore, 8 men will take 5 days to complete the tarring of road. Next question is, the cost of 10 tons of sugar is rupees 40,000. How much will 15 tons cost? For 10 tons, 40,000 rupees is the cost. So for 15 tons, x rupees. Here, as number of tons are increased, obviously cost will increase. That's why if one is increasing, second also increasing. That's why it is direct proportion. So here ratio remains constant. So 10 divided by 40 will be equal to 15 divided by x. That's why 10 divided by 40,000 is equal to 15 divided by x. So cross multiply 10 into x is equal to 40,000 into 15. So x will be equal to 15 into 40,000 divided by 10. 0 gets cancelled. 15 into 4,000 is 60,000. Therefore, cost of 15 ton will be rupees 60,000. Next is, if 20 pencils cost is rupees 70, then what will be the cost of 12 such pens? Write down whatever is given to you. 20 pencils, their cost is rupees 60. Then for 12 pencil, how much will be the cost? As number of pencils decreased, cost also decreases. That's why it is direct proportion, because both the quantities are decreasing. And we know that in direct proportion, a ratio remains constant. That's why 20 divided by 60 will be equal to 12 divided by x. That's why cross multiply 20 into x will be equal to 60 into 12. That's why x is equal to 12 into 60 divided by 20. So 0 gets cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. 12 threes are 36. Therefore, 12 such pens cost will be rupees 36. Next example is, Sudha took 15 days to finish writing a book. By writing 30 pages every day, how many pages must she write in a day to finish it in 10 days? So condition is Sudha is writing 30 pages per day, then she can finish 15 pages writing. So she can finish writing a book in 15 days. Like that, if that book completion is to be done in 10 days, then how many pages she should write in a day? So for 15 days, she is writing 30 pages. So for 10 days, how many pages she should write? Take it as x. So here, as number of days are decreased, surely more pages she has to write in a day. That's why this quantity is increasing. So first is decreasing, second is increasing. That's why it is inverse proportion. In inverse proportion, product of two quantities remains same. So 15 into 30 will be equal to 10 into x. So x is equal to, this 10 we will shift this side, it will go in division. 15 into 30 divided by 10 is equal to x. So 0 gets cancelled, directly 15 into 3 is 45. Therefore, she should write 45 pages a day to finish that book in 10 days. So finally, just I will focus, or just I will mention this again. In direct proportion, ratio remains same, and in indirect proportion, product remains same. So these extra examples write in your notebook. In our next session, we will start with partnership. Third point from this chapter is partnership. That point we will start tomorrow.